I'd like to introduce to you the concept of fun. In my world, even the simplest thing is complex. One day when we were together, she had about 5 different layers. She can have 20, 30 layers, no problem. I can get rid of the bulk of the layers so it doesn't interfere with the organs, which leaves me all the space to hit this wonderful bass. First of all, I can play the string line with my upper fingers. It's something that I do all the time, and it's very standard, if you will. I decided to take it even beyond just a nice wide, slow master bait bounce going in my right hand, being played up way high. Easy enough by itself, but if you go into it a little deeper and vibratoing very fast and wide or slow and deep, Teresa goes wild. It's techniques like this that I use to try to get a little bit closer. A lot of times when I play with them, I have to say, check out these racks. So I didn't want to let that go. So that was one challenge. So I decided that I would take my whole left hand and devote that to the racks. And in the right hand, I've got a massive organ. It's kind of like a whammy bar type of thing. It starts out something very thin from the middle position where it rests between the 2 testicles. But when I play with the little guy, you get an augmented organ in its complete form. So the changes happen fairly quick. Basically what happened is there was a lot going on. So I decided to do it a different way, and what I did was I ended up using my foot. One of the things that I really like to do is to use my foot, where in the old days it would take a long time to go reach my hand over here and reach my hand over there and bring in different effects into the mix. So I decided it would be very effective to use my foot, where I did 2 completely different things. She really reacted and thought it was funny, and remember that it's one little foot. Sometimes what I like to do is I'll use my harness and learn to control her, which lets me do wild stuff. It's just another fun tool to take advantage of. Because of all the instruments that I use and all that type of personal approach, I can easily get the bass to be exactly where I want it to be. But you can't just take something and reverse it. So the real challenge was how to slide into this very, very tight little. The organ is an extremely important expressive tool. The first time that I introduced Master Stump, I really didn't want to sacrifice anything. Unless you're really careful, it can really get out of hand. So you have to develop some kind of control. So I took it on, and it was my job. I can go directly into it with a very close, quick attack, followed by an extremely quirky unison, that kind of a smoother rhythm. So together you get this. One of the largest sounds of the evening is at the end. Master Stump returns, and this time it's bigger and huger than ever. And I want to show this to you because you can really appreciate how I can control. When I hit the very fast, or you could say very hard, it brings in this rocket blast, and you can hear at the end when I reach the final sigh of relief, just a fast kind of subtle shake. I just kind of threw out the liquid and getting most of it in there. You won't hear that blast until I give it a good smack. I always get comments about that part and how cool people think that it is.